What's up everyone, welcome back to another edition of Today in WoW. We do have some exciting news coming from Blizzcon, so we're going to go over that. I also want to go over some of the time-walking Cataclysm, things that I was able to uncover in the last 24 hours, as well as some of the items that you can get from the vendor this week. To start off our day, we're going to start with the emissary quest. We have the Champions of Azeroth still available for the next 24 hours. We have the Horde and Alliance Ward effort available for the next 48 hours. And last but not least, we have the Buldunai for the Horde and Storm Wakes for the Alliance, which is going to be available for the next 72 hours. As with every week, we do have 3 Champions of Azeroth quests available in Zandalar. The first one is going to be located in Zuldasar. It's going to be on the west-south portion of the map. We're going to get one in Nazmir, which is going to be on the west side of the map. And the last one is going to be located in Boldum, which is going to be on the east side portion of the map. The last 3 are going to be located in Kultiras. 2 of them are going to be located in Tyregard Sound. Azerite Wounds is going to be located off of the beach, and Azerite Mining is going to be located by Bridgeport on the cave. Stormstone Valley will have our last quest today, and once again it's going to be on the southeast portion of the map. The last activity that changed overnight is going to be the Warfront. The Horde is currently contributing to the Ward effort. We're currently at a 10% contribution in North America, and as you can see, the portal has disappeared, so now the Alliance has the portal and they're able to kill their world boss. You should be able to turn in as many quests as possible. You're only able to turn in 1 per cycle. Wowhead.com created a nice list of quests that are going to be available here in North America. I'm displaying that on the screen right now. So head over to the port of Zandalar and complete as many quests as you can. Now let's move on to the news. Yesterday there were a set of hotfixes that kicked in for September 26. 2 of them were for dungeons. For Uldir, the coagulated bloods roaming in the halls of Uldir now inflict a maximum of 3 stacks for the Raidfinder difficulty. For Waycrest Manor, they fixed an issue where the Heartbane trait would not be able to cast Claim the Iris if the Iris was not in the line of sight. They fixed the bug where the players remain stunned even if the Soulbound Goliath Soul Thorns on them were destroyed. For PvP Survival Hunters, the Sticky Tar now properly reduces the target's melee attack speed and auto attack speed. For Fury Warriors, they fixed a bug that caused Death Wish to only increase damage taken from physical abilities instead of damage as intended. In Warfronts, players who are away from keyboard will now automatically be removed from Warfront. And for World Quest, fixed the bug that caused the Griffin mount to disappear and prevent completion of saving Sibala. So for Warfronts is a huge deal. I know there were a lot of complaints for players who would go into the scenario and then would just remain AFK and still get credit and get the armor that everybody else got for actually doing something about it. So that's a good fix. Alright, so as many as you know, the BlizzCon virtual ticket has been available for a while. The price for the ticket is going to be $49 US. This has gone up from $10 from last year. Some of the things that are going to be included in the virtual ticket, if you're able to buy it now, is that you'll be able to play the WoW Classic demo. According to a post by Blizzard, is shortly after the BlizzCon opening ceremony on November 2nd, players will be able to download the same in-development BlizzCon WoW Classic demo that will be playable on the show floor. Players will have a chance to explore and enjoy the limited questing experience through a pair of classic early level systems, one for Horde and one for the Alliance, and experience firsthand our recreation of the original Azeroth. So this demo is going to be available all the way to 10 AM Pacific time on November 8th, which it will be able to give BlizzCon attendees the chance to go back home and try it from home. So if you bought a virtual ticket, you should be able to do this from your home as well. Another thing that was announced, it was in addition to getting access to the BlizzCon WoW Classic demo, starting today, anybody who is an attendee or bought a virtual ticket will receive in-game items. There's going to be 2 items per faction that you're going to be getting. You're going to be getting the War Mantle of the Alliance and the War Mantle of the Horde, which is going to be a clock piece. And you're also going to get the Stormwind Champions War Banner and the Ogrimmar Hero War Banner. So this is going to be the Champions, the Stormwind Champions War Banner. And this is going to be the War Mantle of the Alliance. This is going to be the Ogrimmar Heroes War Banner. And the War Mantle of the Horde cloth piece. Alright, the last thing I want to talk about is going to be the time walking event that is currently happening for this week. As you know, this week we have time walking dungeons for Cataclysm. This is going to last a week, so it started on Tuesday the 25th and is going to be running all the way to the early morning of October 2nd here in North America. The time walking event allows you to queue through the group finder for random time walking dungeons for Cataclysm. Completing each one will grant you 10 time warp badges. The dungeons available are going to be 6 of them. Here's a quick list of the ones that are going to be available directly from wowhead.com. The end time will give you 30 badges at the end. Grim Batol will give you 35 badges. Lost City of Tollbear is going to give you 35. The Stone Court 35. The Vortex Pinnacle 30. And the Throne of Tides 35. So the way this works is you get 5 badges per boss. And then you get 10 badges once you kill the final boss. Plus the 10 badges that you get directly from the LFR system. As I mentioned on the weekly reset, you do get the Shadow Path through Time quest, which has you complete a total of 5 time walking dungeons within the week. That will grant you a cache of older treasures and a Radiant Azurite core, which gives you 750 artifact power. I've been able to complete 2 of these dungeons. Even though I have not been able to find a loot table for them, they do drop 335 armor piece. Both of the ones that I've completed have granted me a 335 piece. This is the one that I got earlier today, and this is the one that I got from yesterday. Now, if that wasn't benefit enough, you still get a chance to get the Reigns of Infinite Time Reaver. The Infinite Time Reaver is a fly mount that can be seen now on the screen. So if you're a monk collector, you probably want to make sure you run these dungeons to be able to acquire this. Now, I did mention that you get Time War badges, but what do they do? Well, basically, there is a vendor in both the Alliance and the Orgrimmar capital, so Stormwind and Orgrimmar, named Kiatke. Kiatke is the vendor for time walking for Cataclysm. You're going to find her on the locations on the map that I'm showing you right now. She's basically located by the portals, so all you have to do is head to the portals for Cataclysm, and you should be able to find her around there. Kiatke has a few items that are of interest. She does have a couple of toys, so you'll be able to buy this specific toy at 3000, which is the Tussle Wrench Mega Accurate Simulator Viewfinder, and the Gurboggle Gleaming Bubble. In addition to that, she also has item level 320 items, so if you're working on leveling, this is a good spot to get them. You get the chance to get a 335 when you are doing the dungeon. After you complete that dungeon, you can bring those Time Warp badges here and turn them in for level 320 items. So if you're still in the process of gearing, I would strongly suggest that you come in here and take advantage of this. Remember that in order for you to join LFR for all gear, for any of the 2 wings, you have to be at least item level 320, so any of these pieces will get you there. You also have the chance to turn it in for Heirloom Armor casings. You get the Ancient, Time Worn, and Weather armor casings. Those allow you to bump up your heirlooms to level 90, level 100, or level 110. You also get the Heirloom Scarabs, which is going to do it for your weapons. So you'll be able to turn your weapons into level 90 heirlooms, level 100 heirlooms, and level 110 heirlooms. Last but not least, you do get the commendations. The commendations are specifically for Cataclysm reputations. So if you are hunting those mounts that are specific to those Cataclysm reputations, this is a good way for you to increase your rep. Each one of the commendations gives you 500 reputation. And it might not seem like a lot, but 500 is 500 if you're still trying to get those reputations to Exalted. So that is going to be it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the content. If you have any questions or comments, make sure to leave those down below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. This is Dwarfin87 signing off. See you in our next video.